Hey, what's going on out there? I'm Sean Devine. Today I've got a new tutorial for y'all, and it's talking about how to get bright, clean, present vocals without them being harsh or overly sibilant. And it's going to help a lot of you who have had questions about how to get your vocals sitting nice in the mix and not being buried within the instrumental. So this is just a trick that I use a lot of the time. I would say probably 90 to 95% of the time I'm using, some type of EQ paired with a de-esser, and in that order in my chain. So I'm EQing, I'm doing additive EQ in this frequency I'm going to show you, and then I'm sending it straight into a de-esser to get this certain effect. So let me go ahead and play back what I have here in this session. This song is by Michael. The song is called This Old Pencil of Mine, if you want to check it out. But let me just play back a little bit of the verse, and this is without the EQ or the de-esser.
Don't stop, gotta keep on climbing, get it in, cause you don't know when your time ends. I've been thinking a lot, maybe too much, but I can't stop my mind treating me too rough. Looking at the comments, someone saying you suck, and I gotta act like I ain't giving two fucks. But this shit gets to me, I know what happens, people gon' mess with me. Maybe this is all just a test for me, and so I talk to the beat, that's stress relief. Jeez, everything's all different now, it's all changing, everyone is settling down, and I'm so full of this adrenaline, I'm running around town, and somehow only feel alive when the sun down. I run wild, looking all around, trying to find myself. I feel lost, all I want, peace of mind.
All right, so if you're listening closely to that, it's a little bit harsh, a little bit sibilant. So you may be wondering why I would be boosting with an EQ right now, which we're about to do. But I'm listening to a certain frequency, which is the one we're going to be boosting. And it needs a little bit of something to give it that sheen. So what I'm talking about is a frequency range that usually lies between 9K and 11K, and that depends on if it's a male vocal. If it's a female vocal, you'll see in the next session I'm going to show you with a female vocal that I boosted at a little bit different frequency. So just depending, but it's in that general range. And then I'm boosting quite a bit, almost 5 dB at 9.5K on this. So let me turn that on.
Don't stop, gotta keep on climbing, get it in, cause you don't know when your time ends. I've been thinking a lot, maybe too much, but I can't stop my mind treating me too.
So it definitely gave us that nice sheen, that kind of shimmering vocal sound. However, it did make it a little more harsh. The S's were brought up a little bit, so that's why we send it straight into a de-esser. So I have the de-esser set at like 4800 in the frequency spectrum. If you're not familiar with using the Waves de-esser, you can also hit the side chain so you can hear exactly what it is attenuating. But I found that frequency here in this vocal to be the one that was the most problematic. So then I just adjusted the threshold here. So let me turn that on, and we'll play it with both our EQ and our de-esser.
Don't stop, gotta keep on climbing, get it in, cause you don't know when your time ends. I've been thinking a lot, maybe too much, but I can't stop my mind treating me too rough. Looking at the comments, someone's...
So let me turn them off.
Don't stop, gotta keep on climbing, get it in, cause you don't know when your time ends. I've been thinking a lot, maybe too much, but I can't stop my mind treating me too.
And with.
Don't stop, gotta keep on climbing, get it in, cause you don't know when your time ends. I've been thinking a lot, maybe too much, but I can't stop my mind treating me too rough. Looking at the comments, someone saying you suck, and I gotta act like I ain't giving two fucks. But this shit gets...
So we get that nice top end, that nice presence, got it sitting on top of the beat just enough, giving it that shimmer, but it's not harsh and sibilant. So let's jump into another session. I'm going to show you a different type of vocal with this same technique so you can hear what it does there. All right, y'all, so I've got another session open, and this one is a female vocal, so I'm using a different EQ. In this case, it's the SIEQ, but it's the same technique. We're just boosting the high end, and then we're going straight into a de-esser. So just to note, many of you have had questions, and there's a lot of conversation online with mixing vocals about should I EQ and then de-ess, or should I de-ess and then EQ? There's really no right or wrong way, but again, with this approach, and what I generally do is I do additive EQ and then I send it into a de-esser. So this just works really well. Again, you're going to hear that it works just as well on this female vocal, which is very different than what we just listened to. But let me go ahead and play back the hook vocal without the additive EQ or the de-esser.
All the things unsaid, my imagination's running wild. All the things unsaid, I'm trying to figure out all the things
All right, so let's play it back with both of these on.
All the things unsaid, my imagination's running wild. All the things unsaid, I'm trying to figure out all the things unsaid.
So you'll notice right there at the end, I turned off the de-esser, and you could hear that obviously we had that same kind of sibilance. But for whatever reason, when you do some pretty heavy boosting in that high end and then you send it straight into the de-esser, it just balances each other out and it makes it very present, and it sits really well on top of the beat once again. So different EQ, same method. Let's jump into one more and I'll show you what it does to this vocal. All right, y'all, so I've got one more session open to demonstrate this technique for you. And in this one, we're back to the SSL EQ going into our de-esser. And we're boosting at right at almost 10K for this one. And we've got a little bit heavier boost, almost 7 dB. And then we're going into our de-esser, which I think I just pulled up the preset that's usually at 4,500 for a male vocal, and then just adjusted the threshold. So let me play it back first without either of them. Once again, this is by Charlie Blaze. The song is called Party. He's got a good recording sound. I know his setup, but it is a little dull, and it has some S's that we need to deal with.
It's the same old, put it out, just let me know if you're in, yo. Let's get it, who does it better? We like to party forever, ballin'. No one can get her, baby, I'm the man and I've been from the get up. I don't really dance at all, but she been looking at me like there's something wrong. Girl, go on, she said, yo.
All right, so this time I'm gonna play it back without that, and then I'm gonna turn these on so you can hear the difference. So this is without, and then I'll turn them on.
It's the same old, put it out, just let me know if you're in, yo. Let's get it, who does it better? We like to party forever, ballin'. No one can get her, baby, I'm the man and I've been from the get up. I don't really dance at all, but she been looking at me like there's something wrong. Girl, go on, she said, yo. It's the DJ, he won't play my favorite. She just wanna party.
All right, so as you can hear, once again, we turn that on and it gives us the high-end presence and sheen, and then we deal with the S's very easily with the de-esser. So again, just using these two tools in tandem works really well to give you that professional brightness without it sounding harsh. I would encourage you to try some different EQs. You may want to use a different de-esser. Whatever you think sounds best, just try a couple of different variations of this. This is what has worked best for me. This is a technique I use all the time. Hopefully it'll be helpful for you all. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below, and we'll talk to you soon.